Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
Hello, hello. It seems that these loading back like recaps are getting longer as I progress. I like that I get like a recap, but it's not the most recent of events. Like I didn't get a recap on what happened here. Hopefully I won't need it. Let's see. Let's recap on our own. It's been a day. So yeah, Ciri was in the area, apparently lost, and she saved that little girl and killed that werewolf, and then ended up here, where this Baron, for some reason, decided to help Ciri, even though he really doesn't seem like a good person. But decided to eat Ciri. Help Ciri, not eat Ciri. Help Ciri. I'm saying eat because I have that scene of Ciri eating with her bloody gloves still in my mind. Yeah, decided to help Ciri even though he doesn't seem like a good person. For some reason. And then Ciri left. And I'm assuming, like I don't remember, but is it the, like what I predicted, that the Baron is now extorting us, like, well, not extorting, but like asking our help in finding his family in exchange for telling us about Ciri. I think that's what's happening. Let's see if the glossary can tell us. So that we are on really caught up with what's happening. Yes, that's what's happening.
When she was a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's wump on the other side of the wall? You see it there? Oh, what's a trophy? I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive. Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again.
Bedchamber. Tamara's room is there. Little
Try not to make a mess. For their return, I want everything to be as they left it.
Bucket.
fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
Should I be stealing these? I'm going to leave them there just in case. Why do all of these have the same stuff?
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size. Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
So the ground there. Those don't look like blood stains exactly. Blood stains would be darker, I think. So maybe just spilled over fluid and whatnot. I completely forgot
Wooden candlestick.
what Geralt said about the candles. Maybe that's wax. I can't pronounce that word. The stuff that candles are made of. Maybe that's on the floor there. Yeah, this painting.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough. What's this? Ah, gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side.
I got to check something. Yeah. I only have one monitor, so sometimes I'm getting a little paranoid about what's actually happening in the recording. Because I can't see OBS while I'm playing.
It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. Ought to look for clues.
So, someone broke off a piece of that candlestick and threw it to the wall? Or no, maybe they just used it like a bludgeoning weapon. Hit this wall with it, and the candlestick broke and the other thing is there. And then someone wanted to hide the remains of that fight, so they moved the painting to cover the hole and put the candlestick back in that place, I guess. Of course, if they wanted to do a little bit better job, I guess they could have just picked up the piece of the candlestick there and threw it and the candlestick out of the window. I mean, there are no windows here, but I'm sure you could find a window or some better hole to hide him in. No, now I can examine this
Rest
build.
of the candlestick. And wine stains.
Wine stains, okay.
Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Uh-huh. Can I talk to you?
I'm to look at the room or not?
No. These are really cozy rooms. This kind of floor paneling would be really cool to have. I assume it wouldn't be too good to have because like water spills would probably pretty easily get through it and like rot the floor. Well, imagine still if you had this kind of floor in your house or apartment. I really wish they would make like houses and apartments like they used to in like this like wooden, it's kind of olden style. Libraries especially would be cool.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
There's nothing to see. Do I just need to loot some stuff? Maybe there's something in the chests. I don't know. I assume it's fine to loot this. I hope so. At least if it isn't fine to loot this, then I'll know. I'll know then. Like it's better to get this out of the way. Like I already don't have good relations with the Baron. Huh? I get it that this is realistic, but it's still not really fun to deal with. Holy, bear hides are worth a lot. Much more than a gold ring. That's strange. What just happened? Why do we have different types of coins too? Oh, interesting. Oh, that's fine. Funny. So that I have a currency from other countries that I can exchange at the bank. So yeah, how do I dismantle stuff? Maybe in crafting. Does not look like it. I don't have a prompt to dismantle anything. Heights are really valuable, huh? Maybe I just drop them then. And try not to pick up anything else. Yeah, I need to get rid of more stuff. Don't dismantle the new crafting components. The hell, man. How do I dismantle stuff? Maybe I need to be like a merchant to do that. Or like a blacksmith or something. Let's just get rid of. Well, I need to get rid of something. Oh, never mind. Okay, there we go. And now we need to not pick up anything else. We are more like family. I think that's relevant. This would be good stuff to loot, but shame that they didn't realize that there was a carry limit earlier.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Okay, so what's going on here now? What do I need to do? A little bit stumped. What am I loot? Oh, that's my drop stuff. Oh, there we go.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks. Anise. Sandalwood. And something else. Saffron. Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else, though.
Talisman.
Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing hangover.
Oh, there's a photo mode. Okay. I can't run inside this place. Should I explore around? Well, I can't really get much out of exploring around, I guess, since I can't loot anything. So let's just progress.
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold. Insisted she must have a doll just like her. Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
Okay, so Triss Merigold, we've heard the name before. And probably acquainted with definitely acquainted with Geralt too. Weird that the Baron wouldn't have money to buy a doll. Like, he is a Baron though, isn't he? Doesn't have money.
This is Triss. No offense, but not great with your hands, are you?
Why don't you take some wooden rags, see what image of a grown woman you can come up with?
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk, don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing, not a one of them.
It does seem like it was kind of like it wasn't a quick thing. They did put up a resistance. I would imagine they scream or make some kind of noise at least. So perhaps the men are in on this.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Ervelus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. Was it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Maybe it was he who fought them. Like maybe he wasn't like so drunk that he like completely lost Arash. Like some people do get angry or violent when they are drunk. Maybe he's one of those.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
I am going to Google what Paller means. Paller. Pallor? Yeah, pallor. Unnatural paleness or loss of color in the skin or mucous membranes. It's kind of seemed like an occupation, didn't it? Maybe I wrote it wrong. Pellar, yeah. That's pallor, pellar. A traditional practitioner of magic often associated with witchcraft or cunning folk. Cunning folk. Does cunning have like a different kind of meaning in this context then? I would imagine cunning meaning like sly or like clever. Is it just like that cunning woman is like when Middle Ages they usually just like were scared of women like being practicing alchemy or things like that and then accusing them of witchcraft. So maybe that's why the cunning person has that kind of like association with it. Anyway, I need to post haste find some kind of merchant to sell my stuff to. I wonder if there would be anyone in this castle who would be willing to buy my stuff. And I still not run. Or did I just forgot how to run? It's I don't know. Maybe I can move a little bit faster with my horse then. Yeah. Just doesn't seem like there's anyone in this castle. Let's look at the map though. Oh no, there he is. Mark that.
He's so hungry, he's eating his own food.
Whoa!
Been the Smiths, lads. Gap tooth once.
Nice tits on it. I'm talking about the Shrieker, wreaking havoc in the peasants' coops now.
Are you balmy? Oh, we got us a hero looking to save the common folk.
You would imagine.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasant halls?
It's kind of weird that like it's like meet a completely random person. Let's play Gwent. I need to play Gwent with you.
Show me what you got.
Especially when there's some morally dubious. Okay, let's sell our stuff to you. Fistek. It gains me no money and weighs nothing, but it's marked as a rare item, so I'm guessing that this can be dismantled into something like actually valuable. How is gold ring worth 2 crowns? How? Yeah, no, wait. If it's supposedly worth much more when I looked at them, the inventory, why is he paying so little for them? I guess he doesn't want them, but anyway, I like desperately need to get rid of my stuff, so I'll sell them even if he gives me shitty prices. I have 26 blunt axes in my inventory. Okay, well that would make sense why I can't carry anything. I was also kind of thinking about going back to the castle to steal the rest of the gold rings and whatnot. But since they clearly I bought all stuff from him. He sells pure silver. Yeah, I ought to buy like one of these.
See ya.
And then I can craft that silver sword now.
How may I assist you?
Another dwarf. Who I can also offer to play Gwent with. No, thank you. I really didn't like that.
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Comfortable, strong, and light'll do just fine.
Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordaroch used on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Tordaroch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools, but only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be.
Yes, north side of the Isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
Interesting. But no, I actually had something
May I assist
something to do with you.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Do I need to look at your stock? Would this guy actually like pay me more for this? No, no, he wouldn't. I'd just sell that stuff to him. Yeah, okay, so I can dismantle stuff with the blacksmith. I could swear I've done this tutorial though. Pure silver dismantles into silver ingots, yes. And now I can craft the other silver ingot. Dark steel ingot. Huh. This way. Like so, and now I can craft the actual sword. No. Why not? I could swear I had the I had the crafting component for the. What's this? Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. I guess I can repair my blade since I have money. There's a repair equipped. I guess I'll do that.
So long.
Hold on, hold on. Yeah, here we are. Crafting requirements, blacksmith amateur. This guy is definitely a blacksmith, yes, but maybe he's not skilled enough to craft it. Maybe he's like a worse than amateur blacksmith, even though he's supposedly been at work for 20 years. Can I look at the? Oh, never mind. This is an armorer, not a blacksmith. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Let's look at the notice board. Okay, so this is an ad. Gwent. No more Gwent, please. Anyone man who wants to test his manliness by slugging it out in the ring. Oh, interesting. Contract. Violent, dangerous spook, beast the devil. Let it be hereby known that whoever kills the Shrieker, the monster that's wove its nest near Frostpurge, probably the thing that that soldier was talking about earlier. Yeah. If you haven't heard, we raise horses around here, everyone's. So much stuff to do. Let's see in our quest menu if anything of these are stuff that I can actually do. Oh yeah, this is probably here. So I guess I should do this before I leave. Oh, now I can run, finally.
Boys say there's a lass round one of the villages that'll let you poker for a few scraps. And this ain't no toothless old wench. Young and supple, brayed down to a shapely arse.
Bollocks.
What did I do to deserve your company?
Did he spit on me? What the hell?
So Ciri was here. A spinning top. Gretka's toy.
We got stuff here, okay.
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this?
Let's read that. That seems like an interesting book. Where is it? Huh? Am I blind? Natural Obscurity of Curses. It's not here. Come on. Why not? Read the book entitled The Natural Obscurity of Curses. It's just not registered. Do I have to? Or can I read it? Oh, I can read it here. Okay, there we go. To my dear friends, Philip and Anna, from Count La Guavre, Minister of Culture for the Kingdom of Tameria. Whoever thinks curses are only ever manifestations of one's being's ill will towards another is sorely mistaken. Shockingly commonplace are reports of curses cast unwittingly on oneself or on objects in one's immediate environment. The consequences of doing so can be difficult to predict. In many cases they lead to harm or even the death of the person afflicted by the curse, or of the people spending time with the object or being on which the curse fell. That is why it is so essential to take preventative measures to safeguard oneself as thoroughly as possible against the casting of curses. As an absolute minimum, Madame Amelia Vassarexrutz Leon recommends cleaning oneself of all negative thoughts, striving to be one with the world and achieving harmony between body and mind. I'm guessing that Ciri was reading this because Ciri is such a powerful source with a lot of magical potential, so she, if anyone, could very easily accidentally cast these kinds of curses. So I'm guessing that she was reading these to prevent that. Oh yeah, and this is that Witcher loot stuff. Do that later.
Dedication to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima. Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Yeah, why did she leave them behind? Oh, this is the girl.
Monsters. All of them.
So you're Gretka?
I am. And you're Geralt.
How do you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Ciri told me about you.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did?
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you, and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Her friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Where did the music
Ciri's
go?
room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Ciri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
Sounds like Ciri spent a decent amount of time here if she had time to carve spinning top too. Huh.
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast, and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did, but he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot.
The animators couldn't bother to actually like put in a texture of the green stone, so it was just off camera. Okay.
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
Okay, time to loot everything in here now that I have inventory space. Those meteorite ingots especially seem like some good stuff.
Thistle. Thistle. Shenanacking.
I'm also going to go back upstairs to loot the stuff that I missed.
Baron Schmarren. If I want to plough some peasant lass, I will. Don't give cock about no ban.
Well, the Baron like banned these men raping people basically. Well, maybe he has some decency in him after all. Maybe it's just his men that are so oppressive. I mean, we've clearly heard that kind of talk from the soldiers around the camp. Maybe the Baron himself is a decent man, who knows.
Used to be wagons showed on market days, loaded with all kinds of fat.
Can I go downstairs too? What's in here?
Well, bring out the Gimp.
Think the Gimp's sleeping.
Well, guess you'll just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
What's that mean? Gimp. What's Gimp? I have to Google that too. So many old English words in this game. Gimp, I only get the image manipulation program when I Google that. Hold on. Twisted silk, burst cotton, fishing line made of silk bound with wire. No. An unpleasant or stupid person. Okay, that would make sense. So it's a slur. Don't mind me stealing other stuff. I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this. What are you doing over there? I guess this dwarven spirit is some kind of alcoholic drink. Why can't I go in there? What's happening in this grain silo that's so important that it has to be locked? like if it's locked to prevent sabotage, then they might have like reinforced this wall a little bit. There are so many holes in here that someone could throw poison or whatever there without the door being locked. But anyway, this is really cool that I get to explore like a proper medieval castle or fortress and see what's here. And this isn't the kind of exaggerated fortress that's... Huh? But I think I did that already. This is the kind of exaggerated fortress that like you would find in Elden Ring or something like that. That like, it's complete fantasy, but I'm guessing that this is at least somewhat realistic to how medieval fortresses would have looked like. I really like that. Unlocked? With what key? Guess I picked up something some point. I might accidentally like doing some kind of quest here. I'm just here to steal stuff, man.
An altar. So, the Eternal Fires made it to Velen.
Eternal fire, which lightens our hearts and giveth us light. Heat us with thy warmth, dry our tears, burn our foes, embrace our friends in thy care. Give my mother my health, punish my water, help me fulfill my destiny. So it was some dudes with some dubious... Okay, what the... This is really cool. I know actually that like medieval castles and like many buildings used to have like cellars that were like altars like this. This is really cool. But I'm not entirely sure that this is relevant to anything.
An altar. So, the Eternal Fires made it to Velen.
Like I got the red scent line leading me here. There wasn't anything here. Maybe it's related to another quest that... Well, if it's related to a quest that I don't have any already, then why would I have the key here already? Doesn't make sense. Strange. Maybe it'll make sense later. Back to looting stuff. Don't mind me. Okay, I guess that's everything here. What I do find a little bit strange is that there isn't any kind of like other way out of this cellar. Like does everyone enter this castle through one same door? Like is it there like a servant's entrance or something like that? Oh well, I mean I guess this isn't really a proper castle. This is just slum.
Your mate split the loot between them long ago. At least that's what I would have done. And you, shut it now. Save your strength. Die with some dignity.
This is like just some like farm estate. Clearly very run down farm estate. That maybe was perhaps taken over by this Bloody Baron. Oh no, never mind. This Bloody Baron, he has lived here for a while, hasn't he? Or actually, I'm not too sure. I think we should do this if there isn't any. I can do the Shrieker thing, although it's twice my level at the moment. So yeah, maybe I'll just do this. I feel like I'm getting less XP that the game intends me to.
Armies passed,
Oi,
then the
lads,
park's
fancy an
now
outing
longer.
to find that
Then
sheepy?
leave them as the-
Been the Smiths, lass. Get a tooth one. Not a bad idea.
What's the rush?
I'm talking about the shrieker.
Ever eaten tree bark? Me.
Let's go.
This be the
Lifeless. Move it.
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
Oh, there's actually a merchant here. I'm going to sell all of the stuff that I just looted to him.
Baron finds out someone's stealing food.
Spot of cider for you? Or a bit of dry curd? Me lad, it's not exactly bursting, but what I got's sure to please.
Like to take a look.
Hmm. Get a question marker on it, so I guess I'll take that. I can buy Gwent's cards from him too. I just really want to. He also refuses to pay me anything for the stuff I sell him. Fine, fine. Oh yeah, I forgot to dismantle this. Anyway, yeah, I want to say...
Farewell.
I want to just read that book that I just bought. Is it in here? Yes. And should we thus submit our life to religion, or should we interpret religion so that it serves our lives instead? There are many schools, such as there are philosophers, as many stories as there are human beings, and let us not forget elven beings, not dwarven, halfling, or gnomish ones, nor any other such sapient creature familiar with the quandaries of the soul. I, for my part, having survived now more than 120 years, vodka and radishes with wonders lend no credence to anyone who claims differently. How has he survived for 120 years? Is he a witcher? Or maybe they got enough magic to extend life, or maybe he's just bullshitting. It definitely wasn't vodka and radishes. I tell you that. Can swear without certainty that there is no way to reconcile everyone at once, and what pleases one will provoke winking and sulking in another, and will undoubtedly cause a third to reach for his knife if it dares to depart from his known narrow wall by so much as a hair. What then are we to do? How should we live? Why, as we like, as our soul urges, disregarding all the brains of philosophers and ethicists, those contained in this tome included, disregard them as we would fairy tales and old Welsh legends.
Man, whip your arse.
Indeed, yeah.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore. You surprised?
I kind of feel like I should say I kind of want to say something about that book, but I'm not really sure what to say. Sometimes religion is good, sometimes it's bad. Now then.
Whoa, whoa. This here's a toll crossing.
By what right?
By the right of a prick up your backside, wise ass. Pay up or start fucking swimming.
Yeah. No.
I'll cross, but I'm not gonna pay you a broken copper.
Broken's what your jaw'll be once our clubs are done with it. Votmir, have it, the thrifty fucker.
I'm not sure if the Baron is a good person or no, but these people who serve him definitely aren't. So I don't feel bad about this. My controller vibrated. Something going on. Birds flew up into the sky. Something going on. They were they flew up from this direction, which is why I'm running over there. Well, apparently that's why I have to go anyway. This gives off like the impression of a cursed land, doesn't it? Well, people hanging there, dead trees, fog. Precisely the kind of place that for a witch to live in, huh? That is a very...
First the army's passed, then the pox, now the hunger. Grim Reaper must be having a lark.
That is a very weird kind of statue to worship. I'm getting a little bit tired today though. So I guess I'll end the episode here. Here for now. I'll do another one tomorrow. Bye for now.